Let's see. Right. Yo, Tannen, thanks for the host. One quick question. Can people see the deck list successfully before I start? I want to make sure using the Cardboard Live extension. I guess I could check real quick myself, but one sec. We will get to the action very quickly, I promise you. Fresh. Looks like it's there for me. Is it there for y'all? Anyways, let's get to a match. Yo, what's up, vocalist SSP? It's been a long day, but I want to play Magic. I want to play Magic that people care about. Bringer of Death. We'll play first. This seems like not a very good hand, so I'm gonna mulligan. It's like one of these lands was a 2-drop creature, or Llanowar Elves, or like anything. I think you keep pretty easily, but hand strikes me is not good enough. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of these days. Okay, Lucas. Well, after this queue, I might switch over. That's fair. I didn't realize that. This hand is not keepable, I think. Alright. Green source makes it good. I'm going to bottom that. But thank you for the advice, Lucas. So. I did not draw a land. Specifically, I wanted to draw a green land. But that's okay. Well, this is going swimmingly. Opponent appears to be some sort of Bant strategy. So I would assume Fog, but I could be wrong. I have like an effective 3-card hand. It's probably going to kill me, frankly. I guess we'll just confirm that they're Fog. If I have to discard at some point, I'll just concede instead to hide information. Do they usually play Opt? I feel like they don't. So, like, in these situations, what happens is Watery Grave sort of hides information because it could be Esper or Sultai. So you make it slightly harder to sideboard versus you if you just concede the game and sort of discarding to hand size or playing a land. I think I'm like very low odds to win this game as it is, so I might just concede if I have to play a land that's not blue-black. Or this could happen. I wonder when I'm supposed to concede online to this. My RPTQ will be Pittsburgh, not this weekend, but the weekend after on Sunday. I hope I have the date right, because if I don't, I've made a lot of plans assuming something that's just not true. Alright, time to pack it in. That was an exciting game. I had basically one decision, and I believe I made it correctly. Well, two decisions. Two decisions. Alright, I have to cut 6 more cards. This package is not really the best. I mean, it does present a fast clock, but I'm not sure that's actually good enough. What was the other card I was taking out? Find Finality's kind of like mediocre, I think. Subdokamoy. And I think I want these Thrashing Brontodon. The Thrashing Brontodon I have as well. Do I want Plague Crafter for Teferi? Seems like not great, frankly, but I could believe wanting it as well. What do y'all think? Anything else I should have? Should I have Plaguecrafter in is the big question. Not going to, but it could be wrong. The Bringer of Death has brought death to me in the first game, which, you know, can happen. This is kind of awkward too, but I think this is a keep. Hope to draw another green source. Most of my... Okay, well that's reasonable. Melon, TCG, I think this is an obvious place to start testing. All things considering, because A, it's probably going to be the most played deck by your opponents in these tournaments. And B, if it is truly like that good, you're doing yourself a disservice by not playing it. I'm going to graveyard that. Alright. Ari claimed that it was just great, and he said, well, I'm going to make my opponents beat me, and most of them didn't last weekend, so... I mean, like, maybe that's a bad philosophy, but... Yes, you have such a good sideboard, which is one of the things that draws me towards it. I'm just going to play this for 2. If I draw, like, Krasis, or, Vivien, or Carnage Tyrant, or whatever, well, I just want to get pressure into play. And the other thing is, if I were to draw, like, blue cards like Negate or Disdainful Stroke, I would rather leave them up with pressure in play. So I think just playing the 4-mana 2/2, draw 1 card, gain 1 life is good. One every mirror. Unfortunately, I played the SCG last weekend. Our standard guy went, like... 2-4 in mirrors or something, not great. Maybe 1-4. But when I was watching the games, it just felt like he was not running that well, frankly. I mean, I hate to say that, but I do believe the mirrors are a little bit volatile. Whoops. Don't want to accidentally hit escape while putting my cup down. Don't want to do that. Alright. I'm going to attempt to kill that. I believe I'm going to get fogged, but that's okay. The question is, do I play another thing? Like another 3-point thing. Also, I showed them Watery Grave game 1, so they might have thought I was Esper. If they thought I was Esper, then they would not leave Fog in, right? I think we're just going to play green-blue, tapped, and say go. I think there's a chance I flood out, and if I flood out, I really want to have this be the play after Carnage Tyrant. And also, there's a small chance they have Cleansing Nova in their deck, right? Yeah, Dokomoy. That's a thought I had, and it's also tracks with what I saw at the SCG happen to my teammate. I finished most of my matches pretty quickly, so I got to watch a bunch of turns, both in the modern seat and the standard seat. I have pretty strong opinions about all of the formats right now. If they thought I was Esper, why did they leave and revitalize? That's kind of like an interesting thought experiment. I'm just gonna attack and play the Carnage Tyrant and hope they don't have any gas left. Right. That untapped. Deploy the Implacable Death Lizard. Does the flavor text not show up on Magic Online? Or MTG Arena? That's a tilt. I love the flavor text on this card. Implacable Death Lizard. Deploy. Interesting. Alright. They have a search. Can't interact with the search. Right click on their creature. Ah, nice. Okay. Good to know. I didn't realize that Hyperion. Sun Empire commanders are well versed in advanced martial strategy. Still, the correct maneuver is usually to deploy the giant Implacable Death Lizard. Love it. I feel like I'm dead. I mean, like, they have Active Arch, they have a 6/6. I can Contempt it, and then, like... Ooh, they actually have a Nexus here. I might just get two-shotted. Okay, they didn't have Nexus. This is so unexciting, but I believe it's the right play. Alright, so I can offer the trade of Carnage Tyrant for Jadelight, or I can just attack with all my creatures, and then they can pick off a creature, but it still forces a bunch of damage through, so I think it's right. Alright, that's another Reclamation. Alright, so I traded in Jadelight to deal 9 damage. I think that's acceptable, frankly. Turn. Looks like I'm about to die, though. Ow. So the real reason I think I'm about to die is they can activate Surge like 3 times per turn now off the Ascanta and double Reclamation. And I just cannot fathom them bricking that hard on Nexuses. Like, this is 8 damage, and they have 1 Nexus lined up, plus another Reclamation, so, like, I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I might just, well, I guess I'll make them do it, because it's not going to last too much longer, but it feels like I'm dead. So here, you either cast the Nexus, or you activate... I guess you activate... and then you can float 5. Alright. They have 2 Nexuses, I'm dead. That game was not close. Yo, what's up, Ferrando? We're 0-1 with Sultai in a traditional constructed league. Although, someone mentioned that I should switch to the ranked ladder because it's more competitive. I might do that after this. I just want to get games in. Kaiser Zero is our opponent, and they have a Nissa Avatar. Should I assume they're mono green? I guess since I'm Chandra, they should assume I'm mono red. Should play mono blue. Maybe. That'll probably be the third deck I test at some point. Yo, IAAK, thanks for the follow. Ooh, hand's good. I'm gonna keep this hand. I mean, last weekend all I did was play 16 matches of Legacy instead. Island. Feels like our opponent may be mono blue. Level 1 thinking. Arena players are in level 2. Okay. I mean, I guess. I'm not sure what you actually mean by that, but... So, I would assume a Jinn... Oh no, a Drake, I guess. Boo, earns. My creature has died. Right. Time to just start jamming. I think I want that. Because I don't have any removal currently, but that covers the first Drake at least. Now like this. I'm just going to main phase it and play a Branchwalker. The Wildgrowth would have been outrageous this game. Don't want to draw that one. Oh. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, by choosing Nissa, it indicated they were playing blue-red. Good point. Scry to the top, so I assume it's a blue-red land or that sort of land. Alright, so that's a 2/4. Yeah, that's also a good point. I could just attack with both and find back a Branchwalker, but that feels wrong. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's good. Doesn't seem good. I'm not going to do it. I'm actually just going to play a 3/3 Krasis this turn, I think. I'm going to play a 3/3 Krasis because it actually... If they decide to attack, I just have another threat. And plus, I was missing the 6th land for sure. Just getting the 6th land, I think, is important for the Carnage Tyrant. Because, like, I'm definitely the beatdown this game. As things currently stand. Obviously, it is volatile. Things could switch very quickly. Alright, I'll take 2. So, I could block to force out the instant or sorcery. But the problem is, I don't think it's even really that great, because I don't want to spend my next turn casting Find. I just want to cast Carnage Tyrant. The turn afterwards, I might want to cast Find. So I think that's why this is good. Okay. I mean, I assume they have an instant. Otherwise, they were just running the biggest bluff of all time. Alright, this is 10 damage. They go to 2. I mean, currently, this plus this looks awfully lethal versus most of the plays they could make, right? Most of the plays they make, I guess I would have to worry about, like, Spell Pierce. But even so, I think I can just run the attack with all and see what they do. Yeah, I don't think I would have attacked if I were them, but... Like, now what? I have 4 lethal attackers. They have shock for 1. This is 15 damage. The problem is 15 is not 17. Alright. I guess this is what Lucas meant. This didn't really make sense for them. They just like kill themselves. But not the best testing. Not the best. Find sucks. That's been my experience. Cast down's good. Duress is good. Thought Erasure is good. I will take out... I don't think Carnage Tyrant is actually good. I think it's just too clunky. Those charts post-combat did it. Yeah, if they charted pre-combat, the game looks a lot different, I think. I feel like Vivien is actually not that good unless if I duress away their hand. Oh, Playcrafter's good, yeah. Playcrafter's good because it gets around Dive Down. I feel like I should take out Vivien and Incubation Druid, right? I kind of want to take out Incubation Druid just because it's so bad for shock. The question is, Trophy versus Vivien. I feel like I think Chup also is kind of not good, especially on the draw. It's better on the play because you can line up Drake versus Chup. Like, they'll tap out on 3 for Drake. Yeah, I'm going to just take out the Chups. I think Vivien's good enough. Okay, I'll have 1 Chup, 2 Vivien in. I feel like I would not want to side in Negate because it's very conditional on how you can use it as Sultai. Dokamoy. I think what actually happens in the matchup is they get to dictate when your spells happen. This is probably good enough. Barely. If I draw a forest, the hand becomes incredible. Oh, speak of the devil. The forest Drowned Catacomb thing is kind of funny and whatever. So the one land I cut that a lot of lists were playing was a 1 of Memorial Folly. I'm just like, it seems borderline maniacal to me to play Memorial to Folly in a deck that already has like a bunch of check lands as it is. I don't know if you all agree with that logic. I'm not playing the Walker here. It just... If I had an Explore creature lineup, I would consider doing it. But I think this is better to do. Matt, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean... Matt, here's the thing. I just like to play things that are good. Like, almost universally. I think I'm going to Duress and play Wildgrowth Walker. Wow. I think I just take Dive Down and not play the Walker. The reason not to play the Walker is it just makes their Lava Coil rot. So, I'm just not going to play the Walker. I'm going to save the Chup if they tap out. Alright. I did take the Dive Down. That was clearly the plan, Matt. Now I'm just going to play both. I'm okay getting a trade in like this because I still gain 3 life. I don't want that one. I just want to hit the land for Vivien. This play makes so much sense. Now they're going to Lava Coil and maybe cast a Drake. I don't know. If I draw a land, I get to slam Vivien. That's not a land, but whatever. I still think we're in pretty good shape. That Duress was excellent for me, actually. Mainly because it showed that they didn't have anything good. And the other reason is it let me play my cards in a slightly better order. Alright, just tap out for a Drake. Damn. They didn't tap out for a Drake. Well, I'm going to slam Vivien. No one knows the wilds like I do has been called. Top land and bash for 3. Vivien's just as good as Teferi, right? Right? Just as good as Teferi. No, that would be ludicrous. Okay. Is Rao as good as Vivien? What do y'all think? My guess is no. Can't stop nature. Alright, I can guess I really should just take a Krasis and just start shoving Krasis after Krasis after Krasis. Vivien Emblem does beat Teferi Emblem. That is true. Sort of. I was afraid I was not going to draw a land, actually. Should I attack that? I think I should. I think as long as I just kill all of their stuff, I'm going to win. Heh. Hope I get something good. Ferrando, I could do that. I failed to... I don't think that's actually better than doing what I did, but I see your point. In any case, I'm going to lead with Chup. Trying to kill one of these. They're probably going to... Okay. I was about to say they were probably going to cast Dive Down, but that's functionally the same. Now I'm just going to kill all their stuff. And the game is basically over, I think. So I'm going to kill Ral. It's at 4, so I can send the Krasis. Or they could leave the game. Alright, 1-1. I think it's pretty important. Ooh, Spirit of the Spires. Alright. I think it was pretty important to kill the Ral. I think if you ignore it, that's the way you could lose. Like, maybe to like some random Star of Extinction or bullshit like that. I would like to play first. This hand is a keep. Obviously, I would rather this be a check land than a shock, but this is what you sign up for. Like, you're not allowed to mulligan this hand. Not allowed. Do I think my opponent put Teferi in their deck when they have Teferi Avatar, is the question. My take is no, after seeing that, and this is the check land I wanted, because it doesn't hurt me. Doesn't like slam me upside the head. Alright, that's fine. Looks like they might be like red-black burn. Or they could be Grixis Drakes. Or they could be blue-red with their black source. Looks like they're blue-red with their black source, rather. Alright. Just gonna keep jamming creatures. Not that, like, it's actually interesting. The interesting part is, am I supposed to keep that? I think I am. Mostly because I think I'm going to need 2+ removal spells to win the game. Especially versus dive downs. So the real question is... Alright. Yeah, if I were them, I would also just prioritize getting creatures off the board. I haven't shown them a black source, but it's just so likely that I have one in my hand that just nugs me for 2. That this play makes sense, I think, for them. Alright. I don't think I need another one of those. Play that tapped, bash for 2. Don't have the fastest clock, but I have plenty of creatures and enough removal spells to make it worth it. I should have attacked first with the Branchwalker. That was lazy sequencing. That's not ideal, actually. All right. What's in my graveyard? I think I want to keep that one. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. This is like a very annoying card right now. If I had a Contempt, I would just blast it out of the way and attack, but can't do that yet, so. A thing I could hypothetically accomplish if they tap out completely is to just double Chup. But I think my goal of this game is to go around it by getting enough creatures. I forgot how powerful this card is. Like, Pierre just looks freaking phenomenal. Basically demands 2 removal spells. Discovery. What's in the graveyard? I have Deckmaster running. Or I thought I did. One sec. It might have closed itself. Maybe I accidentally closed it. Okay, it should be running now. Sorry. Don't know what happened. What was I gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So now I'm going to attack with Branchwalker, because if they want to block, then I can Chup the token. This is a very peculiar play. Like, I showed them the Chup on top of my deck, right? Maybe they're gonna slam Niv next turn? I guess that would make sense from that standpoint. I'm not gonna play the Find yet. Maybe I should, actually. Is mana gonna be a bottleneck? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, I will Find. Change my mind. Once they blocked, I was obviously going to cast the Chup. So they're like, I wanted to say this was Drake's, but I haven't seen a single Drake yet. I've seen Rekindling Phoenix, and I've seen... I think it's Drake's. It's just a very weird version that's pre-boarded for something. In any case, let's lead off with Jadelight to determine what I'm supposed to do. Yes, please. That's like the perfect card. Oops, I forgot. All attack only works on their face. Pre-boarded for best of 1 meta. Yeah, the thing is, there is a significant difference with how you want to build your decks in those scenarios. In my opinion. I'm spewing a little bit of value, but I think just getting the counter on the creatures is good. Plus, with Vivien, I'm just going to have so much stuff, right? I'm supposed to just make a bunch of 3/2s, I think. Yeah, I think this is good. The play that the card that punishes this play from them is Fiery Cannonade, but I'm not going to worry about it. This is a safe space. That's a yikes. Alright. It's a big creature. Alright, I'm gonna lead on this one. They have dive down, so be it. Alright. They do in fact have dive down. However, so I need to attack with these three at least. But do I want to play around another shock or a lightning strike? Alright. I think I'm going to make this attack. They can pick off my Jadelight, or they can stop the damage themselves. This is fine. I definitely wanted to kill the Ral, because I think me losing involves Ral going on forever. This is not great. Looks like it might be dead. I need to draw Cast Down. Am I just dead? 2, 3, 4, 5. I can 2, 3, 4, 5. Krasis for 1, then die. Well, I died. Sucks. Head explosion. Alright. What was I doing before? Like this. Take out that. Take out the clunkers. Do I want Thought Erasure over the Chup? Kind of feel like I do, right? Or over a Vivien instead of the Chup? Yeah. I think I do. I think Thought Erasure is just really, 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 really good versus them, actually. Because it does almost everything you want it to do. Gives you information about what's in their hand. And it can take either half. It's possible I should just be... I don't like Stroke. This is the same as the first game, but I think it's still a keep. Yeah, I mean, it does, but, like, it's not clear to me that they actually have more stuff than normal, right, Ferrando? It's more likely that they're just pre-boarded in a way. If that makes any sense. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. If they have shock, it sucks, but whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay. I'm gonna play Jadelight to try to hit my lands. What did I say? Divination. Okay. It's interesting. No thanks. Alright. Better some land than no land. Obviously, a black source would have been great. An untapped black source would have been really, really, really good. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Alright. Then we're going to Duress. I think I'm going to let them keep the Vance's Blasting Cannons and just use my Vivien to kill that. MDF. I thought it would be better practice, but someone informed me that they think playing the ranked ladder is better practice. I want to play best of threes no matter what. I think I'm just going to play the Llanowar Elf. I don't think I need another one of those. Trying to make sure I can cast my spells on time. What? That was so bad for me. Can't play around off the top of the deck. But I think I might have lost to that by itself. That was a yikes. Oh my god, why? I don't know. I think it's just gold. I don't really play that much Arena. I play enough to like get the daily quests, but I don't. Once they announced only the top 8 people get something relevant, I'm like, I wasn't gonna bother. Alright, well, that was extraordinarily bad for me. But I think I just have to cycle this. The problem is this Phoenix is going to like actually mess everything up. Gold 3 or whatever. I don't know, like the thing is I really just want to play versus anyone who is competent because that is the practice I'm looking for, Dark and White. I don't really care otherwise. I want to learn from my mistakes. I want to learn how the decks are supposed to play out. I don't know if that's a coherent philosophy. What is this? You have to play 3 spells? Alright, well, I'm not going to get another good turn to cast both of these together, because if they just play the Phoenix, my thing is bad. So here I'm going to attack, and then convert my Krasis into a 3/2. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, obviously I don't know, really, but I feel like feels like this is not the best card for their deck. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so here I'm gonna just kill that. That was basically a forced play. No, why? Oh my god. Man, the Cannonade, now that shock. Oh well. I'm sad. The problem is I might just lose the top deck war to this now. I kind of just have to cycle this again. Just like waiting a turn in my deck that has so much expensive stuff doesn't do that much. What did they exile? A land? Okay. Bacon bolt. You've been bacon bolted. Alright. Casting this does nothing, so I'm not going to. I might just have to take my lumps for a little bit. Did I side out Contempt? I don't think I did. No, that's not great. Really sad. At least this kills that, probably. Did they actually flip their... Wow. I think I'm dead to that. I mean, I'm just dead. That was sad. Sometimes that happens, I guess. Alright. I'll claim my insignificant rewards. Alright. Where is the thing I'm looking for? Play traditional ranked? Is that it? That's it, right? Alright. Results-oriented thinking could have been right. Fair enough, Fernando. Fair enough. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for whoever mentioned that this was an option. We'll just do it. John Slade. Why does it sounds like a comic book character? Well, again, you're not allowed to mulligan, but this is like the second Wildgrowth Walker is actually not very good. Slade Wilson is Deathstroke. Okay. Yeah, I can trust you to know all of the comic book references, Fernando. I really can. This looks like a mirror. Yikes. Alright, I'm gonna play my druid. Because if I draw a land, I just want to kill their druid, I think. I have 2 pair. Fine Finality, Vraska's Contempt Kicker. Which I'm not really thrilled about, but it is what it is. Yo, I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that, Ferrando. I feel like I should just kill that. Denied them their... Alternatively, the other play is to just say go and see what they do. But if they have a Carnage Tyrant, it's horrible for me. So the question is, do I want to play around Carnage Tyrant this early in the game or not? I'm just going to kill their mana source. Other reason to do that is it cuts them off from a big Krasis. Obviously, if I get killed by the Wildgrowth Walker, it's going to look stupid, but I felt like the likelihood of them having, like, a big threat was slightly higher than an Explorer creature. I thought about Double Walker too, but I decided against it. Whatever. So, how greedy is it for me to just ship and then adapt my creature? Pretty greedy, right? That's like maximum greed. Alright. I don't think I'm allowed to do that, even though, like, if it works, it would be really, really, really good. I mean, it does, but if they have anything, I basically just lose on the spot, I think, so... Here, at least I can double block a Jadelight and force something out. I'm going to double block. If they have a cast down, so be it. These walkers aren't actually doing much as it is, so I'm fine with that exchange. No, I was going to block there every time, I think. Alright. I'm going to cast this first. Graveyard. I'm going to find back both of my creatures. Clog, I've been on Arena off and on. I haven't been streaming it much. I'm going to get back both of these. And then play the Llanowar Elves and say go. Yeah. Just want to have this hold off that. I might take a beating from the Wildgrowth for a bit, but that's okay. I think it's okay to take a bunch of damage from that as long as I kill it before it reduces me to 0. 2, 3. So I can make a 5-point Krasis. Or I can make a 4-point Krasis and play a tapped land, which is probably better, because I expect the Krasis to get killed. Well, they milled a fine finality for Rando because they didn't have their 6th land. I think they're priced into contempting this. Yeah. Expected this to happen. Alright, so next turn I'm going to play a 6-point Krasis and hope to find removal for the Wildgrowth. Yeah, no blocks. Alright, that's like the best possible outcome for me, I think. What did I say? 6-point Krasis? While all this is going on, I would like to give a shout out to my sponsors at Cardboard Live, whose lovely extension you can use on the side. It's the same extension they use for the SCGs. And obviously not right now, but I use Mana Traders to playtest Eternal formats on Magic Online. And I don't have any good attacks, really, so I'm not going to attack. That's fine. We'll get Swamp, I guess. Don't really think it matters terribly much which land I actually get. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can have an 8-port Krasis next turn. And I have one more. Alright. So they're starting the Krasis chain as well. No blocks. Would rather not trophy that, I think, if I can help it. What did I say? 8 point? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, 8 point. Okay, we found the last Krasis. I'm going to discard a shock land. And basic, I guess. Now this is bigger than that, so I have a good blocker. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. It's a lot of life gain. These matches take a while. So what I can do is I can Assassin's Trophy that, and if they want to keep that, they are forced to not get the land. I think that's actually good for me. Yeah, I expected that to happen. Don't think I want that. I think I just want enough removal to clear stuff out. Yo, Ashok, that sucks. Sorry, friend. You were in New Jersey, I assume? Well, so, Ferrando, I did not have to kill this one this turn. I'm going to sacrifice my 2/2. Yes, I would like to keep that. Alright, so my plan is to also discard a land to the Eldest Reborn. Okay. Yeah, maybe I was wrong to do that, but... Alright, I actually don't terribly love Wildgrowth Walker in these mirrors. So... don't love Cast Down that much. I do like Stroke. I actually like Thief of Sanity, and I think Thought Erasure is actually better than people give it credit for. Question is, do I want the other Cast Down? I feel like no is the answer. Well, the question is, what would I cut for the Cast Down? I might cut the trophy. I kind of hate it, actually, but... Yo, John_S, thanks for the follow. Trophy versus Cast Down, I think, is the question. Kind of hate both. I think I'm just going to leave the trophy because it can kill a planeswalker. So I'm going to leave this as it is. I think all the other cards are better. No, I like having the Druid, especially in the draw, because it's like a mana rock that might let you brick serve. So I'm going to leave it in for now. This is definitely a keep. Going to lead on Overgrown Tomb. I have a lot of really powerful cards, so what I want to do is hit all my lands, I think. I think I'm just going to play Llanowar Elves. It's a guaranteed land. The other thing I could do is just play Branchwalker to try to look for a land. But if I somehow miss, that's worse than just getting the guaranteed mana source out. So I think playing Llanowar Elves is actually good. Alright, they left their Fine Finality on top. That makes sense. I think I'm going to just play Jadelight and look for a few more lands, maybe. I think I'm supposed to graveyard that, actually. Just kind of sad. I don't think that's great either, actually. The reason I graveyarded that was the nightmare scenario is if I just miss all my lands forever. Alright, so they left in Wildgrowth. Not going to trade with this one. Yeah, I think graveyarding both makes a lot of sense. Alright, that sucks. Well, nightmare scenario is occurring. I don't think I want Fine Finality. I'm just going to say go. I'm going to say go, trade off all my stuff. This sucks. Cast Down becomes a little bit better if they have Hostage Taker, but... I'm not actually sure that card's all that great, but... maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. This is a yikes. I should actually tap like this, just in case I hit an untapped black or green source. Wow, there were just like not that many lands. Yeah, I wanna leave that up. I feel like I'm just dead. I'm dead because look at the land difference. I feel like that's gonna kill me. All right. think I have to do this. My plan is to just... Well, my plan's not great, but I'm going to get back Branchwalker and Jadelight and cast the Branchwalker this turn. I agree. I've decided that that was the plan. I'm probably just going to discard a Krasis to the Eldest Reborn, frankly speaking. By the land. I think both Carnage Tyrant... well, discarding the Carnage Tyrant is just maniacal when they have the Eldest Reborn. I was thinking about trophying the Eldest Reborn, actually, next turn. But maybe that play sucks. I don't think we're allowed to discard it, but I do understand where you were at. Might have to just trophy that, actually. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but I don't think we had very many exciting decisions this game once I did not draw any lands. I don't know if you agree with that. Is that the only way I'm allowed to tap? I guess I just have to trophy this turn. And then... this sucks that if I had a third green, I would be able to cast both of these. But I don't. I could play Jadelight and gamble on a green. I might have to just take that risk. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to take that risk. It's not good enough. Yeah, this game was pretty shitty. I actually kind of hate this card in the mirrors. I don't think it's, like, incredible. It's like a high variance card. Sometimes it's insane. Like here, it's like really, really, really good. But it's not a very consistent card is how I would actually describe it. So, this sucks. Okay, I think I just have to let that happen. Yo, what's up, Honorog? Thanks for the raid, bro. I am very dead. I think that is 100% the case. Well, now I can force a shuffle, I guess. Well, I guess they won't shuffle, but... I think I have to actually kill this one, otherwise bad things happen. Yeah, they chose not to shuffle. Wisely so. Alright, this needs to be a really special card off the top, otherwise I'm dead. I don't know. Alright, I'll pack it in now. I went from screwed to flooded immediately. Okay, game 3. I still don't like Wildgrowth Walker in the mirrors, but given they have Hostage Taker, I do want the third cast down. I think I'm going to just side out the Incubation Druid now. Oh, Ashok, I haven't had a complete MTGO collection since post PT Guilds. That answers your question. Alright, this is fine. Oh, I sold out right after PT Guilds. I would like to play first. This hand is reasonable. It's not the best hand. If I draw like a Jadelight, it would actually be close to the best hand, I think. But you know, I don't know what it's like sometimes. I really don't know what it's like. I just have no idea what it's like. That's better than the average draw for next turn. I think I might just try to cut off their legs and Contempt their mana idiot. Which is like a tad aggressive, but I'm going to do it anyways. Just because I do think mana is that important in these mirrors because of Krasis and Vivien and Carnage Tyrant. Ooh, an opposing Thief of Sanity. Yep, that was sort of my thought process. I'm going to play the Jadelight first to determine if I'm supposed to attack. I think the answer is yes, I'm supposed to attack. They can trade. Just going to play a tapped land and say go. So 1, 2. So I can play this for 4 next turn, which I think looks pretty good to me. Huh, I can just play the Thief. Or I could wait a turn and play for 5 now, which actually looks even better. So I could find back Jadelight and Jadelight. And no, not like that. Oh no, I guess that's actually fine. Yeah. What the hell? Oh, I enabled full control. Yeah, you and a lot of other people did. Hyperion. Right. That one's good. So I'm making most of these plays to try to get into a scenario where it's hard for them to do anything great. Because if you have a board, they're not really allowed to tap out for Vivien. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Even if they counterspell this, I don't care. Also, that didn't happen. No. I think my Jadelight's more valuable than their Branchwalker now. I'm just going to take it. It feels like they might have to cast Find Finality. If they do that, I don't want to block with this. Okay. This actually was not... Huh. Well, I was about to say, I didn't think that was that great for them. 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could do that. I'm hearing you out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will play a 7-point Krasis. When in doubt, just deploy the biggest Krasis you can, right? Their exchange of attacking with Branchwalker, I think, was not great for them. Because the Branchwalker attacking allowed me to attack with Jadelight. I think that was actually costly for them. So apparently none of us have any removal for these Krasis currently. Alright, I expected that to happen. That's not even that bad for me, frankly speaking. Well, the deduction is they have to have finality there. Like, that play makes no sense whatsoever. Tomwalk, click the Cardboard Live extension on the left-hand side. It should be like a little card thingy on the left. So if I attack... Am I allowed to not attack with this one? I don't know. It kind of doesn't matter what I do, I think, actually. Yeah. Just attack with both. Deploy the Implacable Death Wizard this time. Play this. Play Branchwalker. Hello. Welcome to my trampling squad. Trampling squad! Their head exploded. These matches take forever. No wonder this deck sucks to rank up with. What's the card I got? Demotion. Well, I didn't get demoted from gold. Alright, it's been 73 minutes. Quick restroom break, but we'll be back with another match after that. Alright, fair enough, DAMZR. Alright, so we're... What did I go? 1-2 in the constructed event, but I'm 1-0 in the ladder. So, you know, it's all good. All good. Playing against Dr. Eager X. That's how I read that. The most eager of X's. Am I allowed to keep? What do y'all think? I'll let you all vote if I'm allowed to keep or not. I think I'm actually allowed to keep. Untap. I like playing exactly one trophy. I think it's useful to have in certain situations. Because, for one thing, it costing 2 in the late game is a pretty big deal. Oh, Memorial to Genius makes me think my elf is actually safer. The other thing is, having exactly one means you can't get floated on them, and it's like a pretty bad card to have in your opener. Alright, I'm going to play Branchwalker to try to hit my land. Alright, nice. Unfortunately, these are all like forests, which is not really where I want to be, but... Uh-oh. Simic Nexus. That makes sense. I'm going to play Jadelight looking for more lands. Yep, I've seen this deck. Shit. I'm going to offer the trade, but... I don't think I'm not allowed to play that. Not play it. That's fair. I could see 1-2 Hostage Taker as well. I think that card is pretty good as well. It is a 4-drop, and you have lots of 4-drops. are my lands? I'd like any lands. Don't Mystic Snake me, please. Okay, that's a good start. It's so awkward that I've pretty much had to play my export creature before my Wildgrowth Walker every turn, but this turn I think I'm allowed to play the Walker. Interesting, okay. I don't really care about that, actually. Think the Branchwalker was a lot more valuable than the Wildgrowth Walker. Am I going to get Nexus Stout now? I think game 1 is bad for those matchups, and postboard improves a lot more. Hyperion is my take on the situation. I do feel dead this game, though. Mostly because what matters in this matchup is like applying pressure in a timely fashion and not letting them develop like this. I hope they don't have another Mystic Snake. I'm just going to start mowing down their reclamations. I agree. I agree with everything you've said, but at least it's a reasonable game plan. Cute. That's not even that bad for me. I mean, it's not great for me, but it's not that bad. This would be a matchup where Reclamation Sage would be better than Brontodon as well, for what it's worth, but you do what you can. You can what you do. My wish list for Arena is actually to have a button that says just tap all lands for just pick whatever mana cost you want. I don't know, like, all right, tell me when I'm allowed to concede. Think I'm close to being allowed to concede because they have a functional 15 mana per turn. Just kind of disgusting. When they have active Escanta. I'm pretty dead. IRL, I would probably concede here, but I'll see. Let's see if they brick off somehow. I guess they have 2 Memorial to Genius, so the likelihood of them bricking off is like actually close to 0. So someone tell me, how does this deck kill me? Besides Krasis and Pearled Mystic, are there any other win cons? Or is it just Krasis and Mystic? Okay. I'll concede now. Postboard, they have more dudes, so I'm not allowed to side out like the removal spells. I'm gonna side out these Fine Finales though. These are like pretty god awful. Plaka and Murmuring Mystic. Okay, that's really annoying. This is a matchup where Thought Erasure would be a lot better than Duress then, I think. This is good. I feel like Carnage Tyrant is just horrible. They usually don't bring in more dudes for Sultai. Sure, but like if they just decide to have those in their deck when I don't have anything, it's pretty bad for me. I'm gonna put Brontodon and Thieves in though. Thieves seems incredible. Do I actually want Duress? That's a real question. Maybe Duress is better than those. Mass manipulation? Okay. If they were bringing in mass manipulation and the Immortal Sun, you could make a case for Negate then. I didn't... our opponent's just Simic. Get them all again. This hand's not really much better. The problem is, I think Krasis is actually bad in these matchups too, but... like, the problem is you actually want to play cheap creatures beneath them and then try to disrupt them, and Krasis is actually not very good at doing that. I'm gonna bottom. Yeah, I think I was actually supposed to trim the Krasis, now that I think about it. Yeah. I'm willing to admit that my plan was not great. That was a good draw. I think I'm learning a lot about how my deck should be built and how I should play it, actually. Which is, you know, exactly where you want to be, I think. Alright. I'm just going to play this and attack for 1. Get my attacks in while I can. Next turn, I'll play a 4-point Krasis. Bad plan. Is that a reasonable answer? Huh. They can't cast Frilled Mystic, which is kind of nice. There's a bunch of lands, though. They can cast Kemder's Insight. They can do that. Search. Div 2. I wonder if I'm getting Nexused now. I am getting Nexused. Time to keep hitting spacebar. Opponent, am I dead? Hope I'm not, but... He discarded a second search. They have... how many in their graveyard now? It's so hard to... like, it keeps trying to... okay, 2. Alright, what's the likelihood I'm dead? I would like you all to pick a number between 0 and 100%. Okay, apparently I'm not dead yet, but it seems like I'm in bad shape. 3, so I guess I'll 99%. I think it's probably at least north of 95%. 78%. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty unfun Magic. But if one of these Krasis had been in Negate, I probably would have been a lot better off. So this is my own fault. I agree with you, triple MDF. I did do this to myself. I do not disagree with your assessment of the situation, V. Chillin. I wonder if I'm dead yet. Play poorly, sideboard poorly, lose. That's life. I'm dead on the inside. No, I'm just dead in this game. I feel like is how this is actually going. I think it's like very obvious that I'm... What? I'm not dead? What could be in their hand? I think there's a very good likelihood that they have Frilled Mystic in their hand. But let's take a gander to confirm for sure. Alright. Alright. Apparently I'm not allowed to take a gander. Not allowed. Okay. Right. Kill that one. They can't have another Frilled Mystic because of their mana situation. Yeah, that was probably better on tap. You have to like click this thing and then tap your lands with the trigger on, let it resolve, then tap a bunch of lands. Like, it's this thing. It's very annoying. I agree with that. I really just want to concede if they show me a Nexus. I'm done with this. I'm just off it. My head explodes. No, it is finicky. It has to be the correct one. I've tested the Gates of Nexus deck, but maybe just a deck with more untapped lands is better. Somebody's top. Oh. That sounds like a very awkward bug, Lucas. Alright, this is a keep. Maybe we won't get Nexus. Gates is very bad. Interesting. I'll believe you. I don't really want to test it too much, but... Alright. Since I drew the Walker, I'm just going to curve naturally like this. Also, I should have played the Watery Grave, actually, but... You know... Alright, do not get punished. I think I'm just going to FTK that thing off Watery Grave. Something like Carnage Tyrants or something. I don't know. Like, I think it has to be like a big creature of some sorts, right? And frankly, it being uncounterable sounds good to me. All right. Are they going to leave Krasis? They left it. No blue mana in sight, but they left it. All right. I'm going to lead with this. Okay. Guess I'll play this now. Alright, keep that. Well, we have pressure, but the question is, will that pressure be good enough? Thank you, Lucas. I'll see you, friend. One creature in my graveyard. Alright. Alright. Going to attack with that. See if they offer the trade. Alright, nice. Then I'll cast this. See what happens with this. I don't want that. Don't really want that either. I feel like the Wildgrowth Walker is not even that great anymore. So I'm going to get back Branchwalker and Llanowar Elves. And I'm basically assuming that I'll draw like a big spell soon. And the big spell, if it's a Krasis, really wants another Llanowar Elves in play. So that's why I made this play. That's okay too, I suppose. Should I play around Finality by just attacking with all my creatures? I feel like that's actually good. Yeah. What's up, Mark? Mark, you were being rude earlier. I have to say that out loud. Really just have to call you out on your stuff. Okay, well, don't think they have Find Finality anymore. No, that was almost for sure you. You can't trick me. Just can't trick me like that, Mark. Alright, now that they've done that, I'm gonna just play my thing out. Sucks. Sucks. It's so hard to run people over in these mirrors. Removal spell might do it. That doesn't really do it. If I attack with all, they can block here, take 9. Alright, this is my plan. It's not a great plan. By not attacking with the elf? Didn't I play creatures last turn? I mean, like, not really sure what you're saying. Oh. They know about the cemetery, so I'm going to play it out. So I missed 1 damage by playing a tapped land versus untapped land? Is that the, like, actual answer? Whoa! That worked? That's unexpected. That was unexpected. Alright. Wildgrowth Walker can exit my deck. This can come in. This can come in. These can come in. Don't think I really want other things. I guess the plan worked. Sometimes plans actually work. It's crazy. Didn't think that plan would work, you know. Keep. Cannot keep this hand fast enough. Well, I guess I said keep, so which is pretty fast, but... Playing Druid so I can play 2 Branchwalkers next turn, which increases the odds I'll be able to play Vivien on turn 4. Okay. Kind of under the gun pretty quickly, but that's okay. Yes, I accept. Should have actually considered playing a tapped land there, but... Alright, so I messed up then. Really? Really? I feel like they got paid off for a plan that is very unreliable. Flux spot, Assassin's Trophy's a flux spot. The 4-drops are sort of fluxy. The Druid is flux as well. This is not looking good. This is looking very bad for me. Guess I'll play that Seiko, but I really can't fathom winning unless if I draw Vraska's Contempt. But even still, like, I think the Krasis might lock it up for them. Basically, the Trophy and the Druid are the most flex spots, I think. And the 4-drops. I think I'm dead now. I really don't think Infest is very good in the mirror. But obviously it was good right there. Alright, this needs to be Vraska's Contempt, really. Alright, guess I'm not technically dead yet. I'm just mostly dead. The problem is they have, like, mana and life advantage. Right. The Infest is a high variance card. It's just that the numbers lined up so that was going to be the best possible. I also don't really love this card anymore, but this one's... I think this one's better than the Infest for what it's worth. So the way I win this game is by drawing Vraska's Contempt to kill that, hope they brick on air with that, kill the Krasis, and still be dead? Wow, that sucks. Okay, I guess I'm mostly dead then. I don't think... I don't think I'm allowed to keep that one, actually. What about someone losing to Infest, Matt? How often do you think that happens? Give a percentage. I feel like by them giving that up there, I could actually win. Obviously, like, it would rely on them bricking completely on this Krasis. But it is hypothetically possible. Alright. It's indestructible, which is why I'm conceding. No, I like this as it is. Just have to hope nothing bad happens to me. Obviously, anything bad could happen. This is good. The one of Druid keeps showing up. So philosophically speaking, I don't think Wildgrowth Walker is all that great most of the time. I know other people disagree with me, but that's like, I don't know, whatever. So they can't even infest me on 3 now. They left on top. Interesting. I do not believe I was allowed to keep that card whatsoever. Oh, block. Something weird. Alright, gonna play this first. Don't want that. This sucks. Alright, if you have infest, you get to blow me out again. That's okay. I'll let it happen. Alright, I'll keep that one. Currently they can't cast infest, which I am thrilled about. Alright. Should have kept the Vivien. I don't think it was correct to keep the Vivien on that board state, but did it really tap like that? I should have manually done it. Okay. What's up, Min? I'm very surprised that this is in their deck. That explains a lot about how this game played out. Right. I'm just going to play Lancey. What the hell? I did not want to play that untapped. Alright, whatever. I guess, frankly speaking, my life total is actually not that likely to matter, but it is a mistake. I really thought I clicked on play tapped, but whatever. So, good things about this situation are, opponent can't really play Vivien here, because if they play Vivien, it just goes to 6 and I kill it with my 2 creatures. They are allowed to do that. I think I'm going to just kill it. Because it forces through 6 damage versus their 15. Alright, nice. Okay, you are allowed to tap like that, Arena. That is allowed. Alright, I am going to keep that one. And now I'm going to play the Thief, because they're forced to cast removal this turn. Basically, the best possible follow-up to anything is the Vivien, so this is fine. I understand that finality was coming, but on the off chance it wasn't, that is just close to lethal, so I think that plays reasonable. I'm gonna take Llanowar Elves and play it. We're heading the Vivien race. You think they were literally 0%? Because I don't think so. If they just play like a Carnage Tyrant. I really hope I don't lose to flooding out like this. That's not good. They cycled their Krasis. Alright. Guess I'll ding the Vivien for one. Oh, probably should go to combat. Playing my lands out because if I do draw Krasis, it's important to have all of the lands in play already. In case if I like chain them or something. What I'd like to note, I haven't seen a Krasis in 21 cards, which is improbable. My mana creature is probably more valuable than their Branchwalker still, in case if I do draw a Krasis. I think the numbers just work out like that. Also, the other thing is... Okay, I guess they had the cast down. I hope they don't have the Eldest Reborn, I guess. I guess cast down plus the Eldest Reborn is actually a reason not to attack with the Branchwalker. That was good. That was like one of the draws in my deck that did something. Hope. So we get to KO the Vivien, but I still think I'm disadvantaged. Yeah, you're right, Matt. I should have attacked with both once I committed to attacking with one. Really don't think that card should be in their deck. Like, I think it's really, really not very good. Okay. I don't really want to attack now. Oh, this sucks. Okay. The reason not to attack is just trading here is not very good. I'd rather just stall the board until I draw a Krasis or something. They've been through 3 Krasis, and I've seen 0 so far. Looks like another Krasis. Feels like I'm dead. Ay caramba. I agree. In retrospect, maybe I shouldn't play the Thief that one turn. But I also think the way my deck was stacked, I was probably going to lose this game. Yeah, I get it. I get it. This is all 4 Krasis. And there are 4 left in my 34 cards. And in reality, I actually know like 6 cards at the bottom from activating Vivien twice. So there's 4 left in my 28 cards, essentially. That's fair, Matt. Alright, for those of you at home, I really promise y'all, the mirror, just having all those conditional cards in your deck, I think, is not a good idea. I think Playcrafter's fine, but I don't think Infest is good. Alright, I'm going to play one more with this and probably switch to Esper afterwards. I'm not thrilled about this deck. A lot of the decisions made in constructing this deck. Yes, I lost game 2 basically to the Cry, but I don't even think it was really supposed to be in their deck, frankly. I'm going to curve Wildgrowth into Branchwalker, I think, depending on what land they play. Alright, now I'm definitely going to do that. This is a pretty straightforward matchup. If you D up, I also have considered that. If you have suggestions on Facebook, let me know, Matt. Okay. Gonna play Branchwalker. Hope to hit a black source. No, I do not want that one. Now I'm going to play Llanowar Elves. I think 1 Carnage Tyrant is good. The weekend afterwards, the 17th, I think is the exact day. Okay, they still can't attack me. Oh, I guess they can attack with that one. It's fine. I'll just take it. Hope to draw. That's kind of unpleasant. So this turn I'm going to just have Branchwalker commit self-destruction. Aaron, I own tons of cards. I own way too many. Like, if I were to take a picture of how many cards are on my room floor right now, it is quite a mess. There's like a bunch of half-built modern decks, old standard decks. Yeah. It's the authentic experience. Alright, I'm going to block here. Mostly what needs to happen is I want to get black mana sources, and I want 2 of them. Well, I'm also sitting in sort of a way that you can't look that easily at it, frankly speaking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, this was actually a pretty okay draw. Actually, do we even care about those? No. New plan. new plan is to hope they commit exactly a Marshal or a Loxodon and let me kill all of their stuff. That's fair, Aaron. I have too much stuff as it is. I should really just Marie Kondo it all. If they Deputy, I'm happy with that because they're using another card to force through a bunch of damage. But here I'm okay trading damage for resources, essentially. If they don't attack this turn, I'm just going to play Carnage Tyrant this turn, I think, to hold the ground. But it actually depends a lot on what they do right here. Okay. I mean, I guess... that's the obvious block. The question is, do I want to save life points by blocking with anything else? I guess I kind of do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can also block. Yeah, I'm going to Finality this turn now, I think. Wait. I blocked slightly suboptimally. I should have put the 4/6 on the 5/3, which forces them to pay 4 life to save their creature. I hope it doesn't matter. But that was a slight mistake. Oh, they're indestructible. Never mind. That is... okay, my play was fine then. Action. Alright. Attack you for 2. Well... this is fine. This is all fine. Do I just use this? I think I'm just going to attack and not use it. I think a Marshal is more important. I guess if I draw a land, I would really rather have it in play, though. Alright. I'll use it on the Night token, but I'm not actually convinced that's good nor bad. I think it's kind of medium for the actual definition of the word medium. Like, it's literally medium to do that. It's an average play. Alright. Yep. So now I'm going to just play this. Say go. Would have forced a block there. That's reasonable too. So this is pretty good. This is good. This is not very good. This is good. I'm going to take out, I think... what was I taking out before? I'll take out Incubation Druid. And... what else is bad? I actually like Vivien. Maybe Trophy kind of sucks, actually. How? My neck hurts now. Sat wrong for too long, and now it's hurting me. Crap. Alright. What do y'all think? I feel like I should cut some clunky cards, but I don't know which ones. Maybe I can cut 2 Krasis, actually. Maybe it's just 2 Krasis, as crazy as that sounds. I'm gonna just cut 2 Krasis. Just because, like, I think I have enough top end. I like Tyrant. Tyrant works well with Fine Finality, which is kind of a big deal. So I'm gonna cut 2 Krasis instead. Krasis scales slightly better than Tyrant does. But I think Tyrant just like kills them so fast and kills all of their planeswalkers that it's worth having. And the other thing is, if you expect them to side in Disdainful Stroke versus you, Tyrant actually becomes a lot better, right? This is fine. This is not like the best hand, but I think this is a fine hand. Like if I'm not keeping the hand that has Infest, I think I'm just going to play the elf after I Infest, but we'll see what happens. Art on this card is kind of creepy if you look at it. Now it becomes more complicated, because actually if I deploy both Llanowar Elves, I could actually play the Vivien on turn 3. And they didn't play a 2-drop. So weird. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go for it, but obviously there's downsides to this play. The biggest downside of this play is that I kill 2 of my own creatures with the Infest, probably, but so the real question here is, if I play Vivien and they have Banalish Marshal, my Vivien dies. And frankly, it sort of does make sense for them to have Banalish Marshal in their hand, not Goblin Marshal. Maybe I just take... I guess Marshal's so bad for me no matter what that I'm going to just pretend they don't have it. Alright, I'm going to take Chup. Chup is actually pretty good here, I think. Alright, don't have a Marshal, please. Well, I think if you do that, you just guarantee they kill your Vivien. Whereas, like, Finality can clean up the board. So I don't think minusing actually is very good. I think if you're going to play Vivien there, you have to plus. Oh, wow. Now I'm going to just get the biggest blowout. It's kind of insane. This game actually played out perfectly for me now. Like, 1, 2, 3. They're going to Loxodon? Wow, this is just the best possible for me. I get to kill all of these creatures. Yes, it did. I feel like I just want another Chup in reserve. I don't actually need Krasis here, so I put both of them on the bottom. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate, but I don't think they could do much to avoid that situation, frankly. Oh no, I do kill my own Llanowar Elves. You're right. Oh, wait, Lightning Strike. Okay, so going to switch to Esper Control now.